An art teacher, In-ho, transfers to a fog-shrouded school for deaf children. He uncovers a horrifying truth: years of systematic abuse hidden behind a wall of corruption. The police are buffed, the courts are rigged, the children have no voice. As In-ho and activist Eugene fight to break the silence, in a city where power protects predators, they discover that exposing evil doesn't guarantee justice, and some wounds run too deep for mercy. In Mujin City, the price of truth is measured in tragedy, revenge, and blood. In-ho, an art teacher, is transferred to a special school in Mujin City for hearing and speech-impaired children. While driving there, his car collides with an animal. Simultaneously, a child jumps in front of a train, committing suicide. The reason will be revealed later. At a repair garage, a girl named Eugene accidentally hits his damaged car. She apologizes and offers him a ride to school. During the drive, Eugene shares that she works for a local civic group focused on child protection and social justice. At the school, she gives him her contact card. In-ho meets the principal, whose longtime friend Professor Kim arranged his transfer. When the school chief arrives, In-ho is shocked. The principal and chief are identical twins. The chief demands In-ho contribute $50,000 to the school's development fund, claiming this is standard practice. His mother later sells her apartment to arrange the money. On his first day, a boy named Gwangman arrives very late and remains silent. Teacher Mr. Park explains that Gwangman's younger brother died days ago. He was the suicide victim from the opening scene. Other children also act strangely, neither speaking nor smiling. That night, In-ho reads student files and learns Gwangman's father is seriously ill and his mother is gone. Yandu is an orphan and Yuri's parents are mentally unstable. As he's about to leave, he hears shouting from upstairs near the girls' bathroom. The school guard dismisses it, saying children often scream at night for fun. Officer Jung accepts bribes in the principal's office to cover up the suicide case. When In-ho submits his fund payment, he witnesses Mr. Park brutally beating Gwangman. Park claims he uses force for discipline because he cares about the children. Later, In-ho saves Yuri from a dangerous window ledge. She leads him to the laundry room where counselor Miss Yun is forcefully holding Yandu's head inside a washing machine as discipline. In-ho stops her and warns he'll report her. When Yandu faints, he rushes her to the hospital, calling Eugene. The principal admits Miss Yoon can be overly strict and asks where Yandu is hospitalized. In class, In-ho has the children draw portraits. Since Yandu is absent, Yuri has no partner. In-ho sits with her and signs they should draw each other. Yuri hesitates, signing about her facial scars. In-ho reassures her and draws a beautiful portrait. For the first time in a long while, Yuri smiles. Eugene calls with urgent news about Yandu. When they meet, she reveals Yandu has been sexually abused by the school principal. She shows In-ho Yandu's handwritten note naming the principal, the chief, and Mr. Park as perpetrators. The note also reveals Mr. Park has been abusing boys. Eugene explains the police are in collusion with the principal. The system is rigged. In-ho panics, remembering he told the principal which hospital Yandu was in. They rush there as the principal, Yun, and Park arrive. Frantically searching, Eugene finds Yandu hiding in a cupboard, trembling but safe. At the Human Rights Center, Eugene encourages the girls to speak up. Yandu explains in sign language that when Yuri didn't return from the bathroom, she were to check. The principal forcefully dragged her to his office, showed her an inappropriate video, then assaulted her. When she ran to the bathroom, he followed and continued. The crying In-ho heard earlier was Yandu's. Yuri breaks down, signing she experienced something similar. The principal lured her to his office with food and took advantage of her. Yandu witnessed this abuse. She heard music from the principal's office, followed the sound, and saw everything. When she fled, the principal caught her and threatened her in sign language. In-ho's mother advises him to maintain good relations with the powerful principal. Eugene attempts to file complaints at the city education office, city hall, and police station, but is deliberately sent in circles. Each office refuses to help. Finally, a TV station in Seoul agrees to cover the story.
Mr. Park brutally beats Gwangman, trying to force information about where Yandu and Yuri are hiding. When In-ho arrives, delivering a bouquet from his mother, he sees Gwangman bruised and battered. Unable to hold back, In-ho strikes Park with the flower pot and rushes Gwangman to the Human Rights Center. Gwangman hesitantly asks in sign language if speaking the truth will bring justice. In-ho assures him the responsible parties will be punished. Gwangman reveals Mr. Park took him and his younger brother to his house daily and mistreated them terribly. His statement is broadcast live. The principal, chief, and Mr. Park are arrested. At trial, the principal portrays himself as innocent. The school guard testifies he never witnessed anything suspicious, but cross-examination reveals the principal gave him a job after he was fired for theft. His loyalty was bought. A doctor falsely testifies the children were unharmed, but a second medical report proves the girls suffered injuries, exposing her cover-up. The emotionally shaken children struggle to eat or sleep. Inho takes them to the beach. Yondu shares that she used to hear the waves as a child, but now everything feels silent. On the way back, Yuri signs that she wished Inho were her father and Eugene her mother. Yuri testifies the abuse started in 3rd grade, and whenever she tried to escape, the principal tied her to a table. The principal offers money to Guangman and Yuri's mentally unwell families, making them vulnerable to manipulation. Professor Kim and the principal's lawyer offer Inho money, his development fund back, and a prestigious Seoul teaching job to walk away from the case. Inho firmly rejects the offer. The principal's lawyer tries to confuse Yondu by challenging her to identify which twin harmed her. Yondu studies both men, then uses sign language, causing the principal to react visibly. She explains the chief doesn't know sign language, only the principal does. Whenever he hurt her, he signed, "If you tell anyone, I will kill you." The lawyer questions how she, being deaf, heard music that led her to witness Yuri's abuse. A court test confirms Yondu can hear faint sounds. She raises her hand when music plays and lowers it when it stops, validating her testimony. Guangman's grandmother accepts money from the principal, preventing his testimony. Heartbroken, Guangman cries about his brother's death and his broken promise to make them pay. Inho can only hug him for comfort. Yondu reveals a recording was made when the principal took her to his office. Inho and Eugene find video footage of the principal with Yuri. Their lawyer promises to personally present it to the judge, saying it could lead to severe punishment. At the verdict, the judge states the 3 committed heinous crimes, but also contributed to society. He sentences Mr. Park to 8 months in jail and 2 years probation. The principal and chief receive 6 months in jail and 1 year probation. The culprits are relieved with the light sentences, while the children are devastated. The truth emerges. The judge and Inho's lawyer were paid off, betraying them at the last moment. The principal, chief, Park, and lawyer party together before heading to jail. Eugene says goodbye as Inho prepares to return to his hometown. Eugene learns from Yuri and Yondu that Guangman has gone to Mr. Park's house seeking revenge.
While driving away, Inho receives a call from Eugene stating about Guangman's plan.
When Park returns from the party, Guangman pulls out a knife and stabs him. A violent struggle breaks out, continuing onto a railway track. As a train approaches, Park beats Guangman, but the boy holds on tightly, refusing to let go. Neither moves from the track, and both are tragically struck by the train. Inho arrives moments too late, witnessing the heartbreaking aftermath. Inho, Eugene, and the human rights group protest outside the courthouse. Despite everything they've endured and exposed, justice remains out of reach. 1 year later, Inho lives in Seoul. Eugene emails that the children are doing much better and are safe at the Human Rights Center, though her appeal was denied. In the final scene, Inho walks with his daughter's birthday cake. He notices a digital display reading, "Come to Mujin, a city of fog." The screen fades to black as the movie ends. The story emphasizes that silence protects the guilty, not the innocent. When systems of power fail the vulnerable, ordinary people must choose between comfortable complicity and the costly fight for justice. True courage isn't measured by winning, it's measured by refusing to look away, even when the world conspires to make you blind.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe for more recaps. See you next time.